How did they get the? How did Disney release the rights to it?
Basically, they're broke, and
Yeah.
Angel Studios was able to crowdfund the money to buy the rights.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They
why
f-
I'm just asking.
They flushed their company so bad they had to sell them on a fire sale.
I heard something about them. They're trying to sell some other stuff as well.
Yeah,
now.
they are
I'm
apparently.
curious, they're out there.
Iger came out, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and said something like they're going to halt a bunch of their Marvel stuff and a bunch of their Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, here's the funny thing: is it won't matter. They still got that alien $80 billion check to pay on.
Yeah. But
One last one.
Yeah, what exactly is that? They're stuck in a contract, like they have to pick up the bill for something, and they just don't have the funds to do it.
What are you talking? No, they bought Fox for $80 billion.
No, well, I mean, I thought they were like they have kind of a
it's the Hulu thing
something.
that they
Yeah,
have to pay
Hulu.
on.
Yeah, they kind of gotta pick up the slack for the rest of Hulu or something, or cover
Yeah,
some expense,
Disney got
and they just
into
don't have it.
Disney got into a bidding war with Comcast over Hulu. And then when they bought Fox, they ended up buying, because Hulu was divided up into three portions: Fox, Comcast, and Disney. Well, when they bought Fox, they became 2/3 of the owner, and Comcast and them made a deal that they just buy it out so that Comcast isn't part of the agreement anymore. Well, that was before Disney went broke. Now they got to hurry up and pay Comcast by the end of next year.
And they won't.
Yeah,
They got to come up with like $27 billion or something like that.
Yeah, and what was it?
It's a lot of cans and bottles.
The lawyers basically done math and shit to figure out how much actual spending money Disney has, and it's something like maybe 200 million.
Ooh.
Their actual cash.
Now that sounds like a huge chunk to us, but with the overhead and expenses they got to deal with from day to day, that will whittle down very quick.
Yeah,
and the parks aren't doing well anymore. They're starting to lose people going to parks.
Oh, yeah. I saw a picture of Main Street USA on what was it, WD's Pro? Somebody's today. It's empty. If you would have told me 14 years ago when I was working there that the freaking main park would be empty, I would be thinking magic hours, not middle of the day during tourist season.
Yeah, they had properties where the properties would have bought a money printing machine, and they decided to basically flush their product for an agenda, and this is the result.
Yeah, because like I said last week, they could have released this themselves and raked it in, and it would have earned them some good faith with people too.
Probably would have earned them more money because they would have the marketing for it. Sound of Freedom,
and they didn't want to be associated with it. Why?
Why?
Because this was before the political stigma they're trying to attach to the movie. They already didn't want to touch it. And again, I wonder if it has something to do. If you look at Disney's old cruise criteria, one of the stops was Little St. James Island.
I remember Frequency. They didn't have to publish that movie under Disney anyways on their brand. They have other brands they could have published.
Yeah.
Technically, it was made for Mexico.
What are you drinking, Royce?
Yeah, Maji, but they still wanted the full-on American audience.
Oh, yeah. Do you blame them?
And I want to say it's not uncommon for English-speaking films to be produced in foreign countries. I mean, the French have done it many a time. Look at The Fifth Element for that example.
All those spaghetti westerns.
Look at Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spaghetti westerns because it was cheap.
Hang on, I gotta go check to see if there's something wrong with my smoke detector. I'll be right back.
Get a battery, Billy.
Now I gotta do a review for his book.
Watch it, smoke detector.
Listen, all I'll tell you, Herman, it's very good, but I do have some nitpicks on it.
Everybody's got a nitpick. Everybody's a freaking critic.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
I'm waiting for the nitpick here.
So am I.
Yeah,
No, I ain't saying it on here.
Yeah, you're saying
There's a certain word that's used in the beginning that kind of messes with dialogue, and I didn't like.
Yeah, I know that. I know exactly what you're saying. I got
think
beat up on it. I got beat up on it once already.
Like, here's the thing. I had to look it up because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what this word means. I looked it up and I was like, okay, the actual using it in the context completely makes sense.
Are you allowed to put that on YouTube, regular?
You just did.
The problem is when you're reading it and
That's
reading the
tame.
dialogue with it really fucks it up.
Herman, have you learned nothing from Hollywood? You are not responding to this criticism correctly. First,
Yeah, that's
you
right.
have to call him a bigot because he has problem with another culture's vernacular, which makes him a xenophobe.
Yeah.
Secondly,
He's a
Not to
man.
mention misogyny.
secondly,
He's
he comes from
mansplaining,
gremlin privilege.
Let him mansplain to you.
Hold up. Green lives matter. Stop putting the green people down. Okay.
What? Why do you hate hedges, Billy?
Excuse me.
Oscar's going to come in and knock your heads together, set you both straight.
Technically, gremlins would be considered a trans race, wouldn't they?